Well, we started the show with four of us. And we're like, what are they doing?
Three. Hit it already! Ow!
Welcome to Humpcast, everybody, the show where a couple of buzz get buzzed and talk about shit that's fun every day, even though we're only on air like once a week, but every day into 2021. My name's Garrett Lee.
I'm Ryan D. Oh, shit. Wait,
And
Go ahead.
No, I mean, you
And
did
I'm
it.
Ricky.
You fucked up.
Yeah, whatever. I'm Ryan D. Today. Today I have a very special guest with me. Good buddy of mine that I just met out here and
He just walked into my house.
walked into my house. Yeah. Guys, this is Robert.
What's up, guys?
He's
What's
a
up, Rob?
good buddy of mine, Army
What's
vet,
up?
Purple Heart
Oh, come on, dude.
award winner.
College student, man. College student.
College
Fucking college student, dude.
Do we salute you? Can we salute you?
Oh, no.
I don't have a salute button. We're just going to go.
Yeah, cool. I like, yeah, there you go. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, there you go. That's cool. I
Yeah,
appreciate
exactly.
that. But yeah, no. That was just a little bit. Just college students, dude.
Okay.
Just,
All right. We don't have to get into it.
yeah.
But anyway, so the reason
Bro, I told you that in confidence. I'm in the Secret Service. No.
Yeah, shit.
the reason I wanted to bring this dude on is because he and I pretty much bonded over geeking out on comic books and old cartoons and stuff like that, just the way you guys do with me, and I just figured he'd be a fun contributor to what we'll be discussing.
I feel like your mic,
Yeah, sweet.
maybe check your mic source, because I hear a lot of echo. I feel like it's coming from a different mic.
Do I not have it on?
Use your arrow, buddy.
Hold on a sec.
It's okay. It's Ryan's first day, everyone. But we do start off every episode with an alcoholic beverage of some sort. We'll start off with Ricky C. Hold on, Ryan, what?
Is this better?
No, Ricky C.
Last week I talked about how I was trying to just stop drinking alcohol for the month of January to give my body a break because I've been drinking a lot.
How did that go?
And then 5 days into it, or 6 days into it, the world went to shit again. So I'm drinking again.
Yay!
Monkish, triple IPA.
Oh, big dog.
Hello. Is that better?
Yeah, this is a Monkish triple IPA. It is 10.3%, and it's delicious. That's all.
It's just a regular triple. It's not like a hazy or anything like that. Is there any?
It is hazy AF.
Oh, dang. That's a fancy
Very
glass.
hazy. Mm-hmm.
I like that. All right. Ryan, Robert, what are you guys drinking? Are you guys drinking the same thing?
Oh, no.
No, but
OG stuff, man.
Rob's over there with the Dos Equis.
Nice.
How do I sound better?
No, but just leave it.
Why don't we get what you say? It sound echoey? Hold on.
Yeah, like it sounds like
Yeah.
it's coming from a different source and not the mic in front of you.
How about
Yeah,
now?
it does.
Huh?
How about now?
So the same.
What?
I don't know. But just tell us what you're drinking and then work on it.
Well, here I'm drinking I found the Sculpin, Aloha Sculpin. It's the hazy one. So I found this down the street and I just
Aloha.
grabbed it.
I haven't had a Sculpin in a long time.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, same.
I found this at my local craft beer store. I know it's a little late, obviously it being January, but this is the brewery Partridge in a Pear Tree Belgian style quad brewed with spices is what it says.
Whoa.
Dude.
Wow.
So, anyone that has followed the show for any little bit or just knows me knows that I love Belgian beer. Quads are actually the first Belgian that I can remember having because I actually worked at a place called Quadrupel. And this one specifically is 11.3% alcohol. So
Jesus.
bye-bye. No. Especially since I'm also drinking less too. I didn't stop drinking, obviously, but I've had a lot less alcohol in the 12 days of 2021 than 12 days of 2020. That's for damn sure. I'm also, let's see, I gotta open this baby up and then I'll cheers you guys. All right.
All right.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Wait, what? Okay. Hello. How's this?
That's better.
That sounds better.
Okay, I think it's just because his mic was too hot because he was too far away from it.
Oh, I have to get closer. Sorry, guys.
It's all good. It's all Ryan's fault.
But that's good though. Now we're good.
Perfect. We're all fine here now. How are you?
Good. I'm great.
All right. Cheers, boys.
Hey.
Cheers, man.
And to those in the audience that are drinking with us, we salute you as well. Cheers.
Oh shit! Oh no, it didn't. Cheers.
Fuck me in the ass. That's good.
Okay, got either way there.
Okay.
No, dude, it's been a while since I've been surprised by a beer, and the entire time we've had a podcast, and every single time someone says it's been a while, we go there
Every single time.
I still don't have that as a sound drop. I don't know why.
I know. I saw a meme about it, and I forgot to send it to you guys, but it was.
I saw it.
Did I think I sent it to you on Facebook? But it was like a picture. What's his name? Aaron Lewis. It said every time it's like, oh, how long have you done this? It's like it's been a while.
It's been a while.
With my brain, and it's a picture of.
You can't not. A lot of beers that I've had from the brewery, not been a big fan. This one's really good.
From the brewery, the one in LA.
It's called The Brewery.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
So, there's back. I'm not gonna. Well, yeah, whatever. Tradition and innovation. Consider this a blend, and we innovated by staying the course. Inspired by the rich and welcoming flavors of a certain pear desert. This quadruple ale sings traditionally familiar notes of dark sugar, caramel, and spice.
They put some effort in
Well balanced seasoned spiced ale is meant to be shared over special occasions with family and friends, and I consider this a special occasion. So I waited until the show to fucking drink it.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday is a special occasion.
Yep.
I agree.
I like it.
You are right, Ryan.
So I got accidentally hammered yesterday.
Like, oh no, I accidentally drank a whole keg of beer. Oh yeah.
I didn't expect to, but like it was like I didn't realize how long I had been drinking for too. It was like because Vince, my other roommate, he was like, "Oh, I'm going to run some errands, and then I'm going to head over to the Bell, which is this little dive bar down the street." Mm-hmm. And I was like, I was thinking about taking a walk over there later. He's like, "Well, I'll pick you up on my way back." I'm like, "All right." And he was like out and gone for like maybe 15, 20 minutes, and he came right back, picked me up. And so we were there at like 3 PM. And then I saw you there at like,
dude, I got there, I think it was like a little bit before 6.
Yeah, and I was already pretty buzzing then. Mm. And then and they have that Voodoo Hazy Voodoo Ranger.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
And it's like 7.8.
Yeah. You were telling me about it, and I was like,
and I don't know why I decided to have those at the end of the night because by the time I was done with like the last one, I was like, "Fuck, I'm fucked up."
Yeah. It's actually funny.
Hazy Voodoo Rangers are one of my favorite. I think, excuse me, one of my favorite beers that you can find most places. Like the local Ralph's right here. Mm-hmm. They always have the Voodoo Rangers and stuff. And
yeah, so that's why I didn't buy those. I saw them at the liquor store too, and I was like, I don't know about
those are pretty good though.
These are good. But yeah, so I fucking stumbled home last night and drunkenly made some fish and chips. And
I like when he was explaining it to me, he's like, I don't remember the walk.
I don't remember the walk. I just remember drunkenly making food at like fucking, awesome. and then I was like, man, it must be late. And it was only like fucking 10 o'clock.
Was it 3 in the morning?
Was it like frozen fish and chips, or you're like, I'm gonna be a chef right now and start battering?
Yeah, frozen fish and chips, but I didn't have tartar sauce, so then I thought I was like such a chef. I don't know if you saw my story, but I didn't even remember making that. But I was so drunk, I was like, how do you make tartar sauce? So I just like Googled it, and then I went into my fridge and I made my own tartar sauce. It came out pretty damn good.
Nice.
Very nice.
I also made a wonderful like lemon aioli that paired so well with it. and now I'm a chef. So there you go.
Yeah, it was funny.
It made it reality because you posted it.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
It happened. No.
It happened. Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It sounds like a good night, dude. Nobody
It was.
died.
And
Nobody died. Nobody died.
No, and then I passed out. I passed out at 11, and then I woke up at 5 a.m. like a fucking normal person.
Like an adult. Attaboy.
Wow. Why would you wake up that early?
I don't know. Well, you know what? I still don't have a bed, and now that I got paid, and that's what happened that's what happened. As I checked, and I noticed that I got paid, so I went straight to pay all the fucking bills that I hadn't paid, and I ordered some shit, and then so I just ended up staying up and kind of like I made some food and then like paid some bills on and ordered some shit on Amazon that I needed, and then contemplated ordering a bed, which I think I'm going to do next. So,
yeah.
Are you still on like an air mattress or
I'm
something?
on an air mattress, and I'm starting to realize that that's why I'm fucking having such a hard time sleeping. Is I can't fucking sleep on that thing, man.
What happened to your bed? You just decided you probably couldn't.
I'm a fucking nice guy, and I gave it to my sister.
Oh. Well, now you fucked up.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking mad about it. I should have taken it.
You don't have a mattress or nothing?
I had nothing. I had stuff in my grandparents. I don't know if I told you what happened, but it's a whole long story. But I basically got forced out of where I was staying, and then I just was like, I was so upset and just wanted to quickly get my shit out that I was like, I'm not even gonna move the fucking bed. You keep it.
I will check my garage. I think I have a bed frame in there. I got a frame, so
Well,
you can outline. You can
yeah.
outline it and then lay in it, like on the floor, but on the outline of where a bed should be.
Oh
If
no!
you want,
I like it. That's funny.
Wait, what, Garrett?
I said if you want like a frame, I have those old school metal frames with like the wheels on it, and they just.
I found one on Amazon for like $60. They'll just ship you like pieces of this steel frame that you can just set up.
Cool.
Yeah, that's $60. You don't. You do you, but I'm just saying like I could just give you one.
I don't have a fucking. It's a huge. I don't live just fucking 15 minutes from you anymore. It's not like it's a whole hour and a half. That's a 3-hour day for me.
Send a Postmate to come get it. And then he'll bring it.
Postmates is a
3-hour day for me. I'd rather just spend the $60 and have somebody ship it to my door.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Like not having a truck or anything like that is kind of like a major pain in the ass too, because like
exactly, and my grandpa doesn't have the truck anymore. They fucking traded it in.
Oh yeah,
so I don't have access to. I mean, unless I call my dad, but he's kind of busy and shit,
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Now you got shit going for you. Good for you.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can actually fucking live like a normal person and not be such a hermit. You know what I mean? I feel better. Like it's just like every time, like when I've been so stressed out about everything because like I've been so uncertain about when I was going to get this money to fucking pay my bills and shit. So it's like now that like I'm like, oh, thank God I'm back on track. And then like I was thinking just my luck. They'll just cancel my my benefits. Like that's just what I was thinking because why not? Because I'm Ryan. That's what they do to me, I
like it.
Ryan's like the fictional character in a movie that every time something happens, he's like, well, at least it can't get any worse, and then it gets worse.
Ryan, please stop saying that.
Ryan, shut the fuck up. Never ever say that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's pretty cool.
It's true.
That's all right, man.
I owe them.
I'll try to help you out. Just don't be like that guy. There's this dude. What's his name? Scuba Steve, the guy at the bell. I don't know if you remember. You were.
I thought you were talking about the actual character from Big Daddy.
Damn you! Yeah, he's a little. He's a dorky guy.
Which guy? Steve?
He's fucking white guy with glasses. What a description!
I mean, that's
right?
all of that's everyone there.
It doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter. But he was telling me a story. I mean, I have no problem with helping people if they need help, but like it has to be with like if it's funny, I'm gonna laugh first and then I'm gonna help you. You know what I mean? So this guy was talking about one time he fucking fired up a seizure because he thought about he was thinking about having a seizure, which almost made him have one, and then I started laughing at him. The reason why was because he walked into a room of his as he said his friend's wife had like a room where it was just her room to decorate. Yeah. And everything on there had flower roses on it. And just by looking at everything that had flowers and roses on everything, he thought about it. He was like, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, dude, he was like, "I'm gonna have a seizure right now," and he was almost he gave himself like a little panic attack just by looking at too many flowers.
He just summoned a seizure. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's somebody's disability that I'm laughing at. I apologize. I am so sorry. But God damn it. If you look like, I don't know, dude, I think that shit's funny, dude. Like, I can't, you know what?
No, I get it.
Get off the subject.
No, I get it.
Subject.
There's some things that are just funny.
Oh, God damn. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah.
No bed.
Anyway, yeah, I'm getting a new bed.
Oh, that boy.
Congratulations.
One of those purple ones that's like, it has a little purple the cubes and it like doesn't trap heat and shit. Have you seen that?
My brother just ordered a cushion seat because they make like seat cushions too. So like, he drives for a living, and so he ordered a purple fucking cushion seat. And him and sitting on it is so weird. Like if you ever sat on memory foam, it's nothing like that. It's so fucking weird. It feels. He said this. He's like, it's like you're sitting on tripas, and for anyone that is sitting on like a tripe or something like that, it's like squishy, but like also somewhat comfortable and supportive. And it's weird. Really fucking weird.
Oh, and I've heard pillows. I haven't had fucking pillows to support my neck, which is why I haven't been sleeping well either.
That's awesome.
What was the last time you had a good night's sleep?
The last time I've had a good night's sleep when I was on when I had my my fucking mental breakdown and went to Temecula for 3 days.
So it was like induced sleep.
Yeah.
It wasn't sleep.
Yeah.
Cool. Slept on the desert floor.
He's like, I buried myself.
I slept in a hotel room like when it was really nice and it was a comfortable bed. And I had been crying and panicking for 3 days. So by the time I actually lied down and went to sleep, I slept for like 24 hours, and it was fucking amazing.
Wow. And you did it in a nice bed in Temecula. Cool. Well, you should grab one of these couch pillows and have to recreate that. Dude, figure it out.
Dude, I'm like one of the weirdest fucking people when it comes to sleep, and you guys know this, but for the audience, like, it's hard for me to get to sleep, and even in a hotel when it's like the most comfortable shit. I'm like, I can't get comfortable because I just feel like I'm in a weird, strange place, and like every sound is like weird and foreign to me, and I don't know why. I just can't. I'm not great at sleeping places. I don't like sleeping at other places unless I'm used to it. Obviously, I can get used to something, but for like a handful of days of sleeping, I can't do it. It'll have the worst sleep unless it's like my bed.
It's interesting to hear. These kind of topics I find interesting.
I can sleep fucking anywhere, dude.
Yeah, I can kind of. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's just not the first day. Like I've been to jail and I've slept on a fucking metal rack, and after a while, you get used to it. But like when someone's like, "Oh, I'll just sleep over," I'm like, I'm not gonna sleep, but okay.
Yeah,
I've been there before too, but like only in situations where I don't really want to stay there. But I'm like, I'm drunk.
Exactly. You start weighing the options. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Yeah, that's cool though. I mean, eventually you get there, right? You got enough scoping.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I have a vape pen too that I got now that helps me, especially when.
There you go. Yeah. I just got one too.
Nice.
There you go. Those help you out.
Yeah, you got to do that. I think that and I need some fucking real THC oil and stuff like that to kind of. I mean, not THC oil, fucking CBD oil. Fuck, I know the difference now. God. I thought I was gonna die on. I like squirted some THC oil into my mouth.
Yeah.
Thinking it was like kind of like not because I had done because my aunt had this like dropper that I would drop CBD under your tongue and that would help with like my muscle spasms and stuff, right? So I had my neck and back were hurting, so I decided to just squirt this THC oil into my mouth, and I thought aliens were coming to get me. My legs stopped working. I threw up twice. Shit. I had to army crawled to the bathroom to throw up because I could not stand up. The room was spinning too much.
1,000 milligram one,
bro. And every time I closed my eyes, aliens were in my room.
Too much, dude. Too much. I'm keeping it real.
I had cold sweats. I was like shaking. And I just had the biggest. Like I thought I was gonna die. And then, I almost woke up my grandma just to hold me. That's how bad it was. Like I was panicking and crying and fucking sweating and just like, dude, I ended up just falling asleep, just laying with my dog. I ended up just sleeping with Lemmy on the floor. That's how I ended up getting away. Getting away. That's in my head. That's what it was, getting away.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude,
never again.
That's like the time that my friend he and I were doing mushrooms, but I was very new to mushrooms, and it was nighttime, so I was having like a great time, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep. He's like, you're gonna try and go to sleep? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I wouldn't do that. I'm like, why? He's like, I'm not gonna go well. I don't like that. I'm gonna go try and go to sleep. I went in my bed, and just like Ryan was almost just what he was saying. I'm like, it was like demons. Like every shape started to change.
Wow.
And then I was like too hot, then too cold. Then I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, that's mushrooms.
But that was just because I tried to go to sleep. I was so happy when I was just like chilling. Like I had a house plant and it was happy, and like it was like singing to me. And then it's like, I'm gonna go to sleep, and then the world changed.
But then the world changed. But did he leave though? He left you by yourself though, right?
No, he was. Well, I mean, I went to my bed and he slept on the couch, but he didn't sleep.
Oh, yeah. I would have just gotten back up and been like, never mind, this isn't working out.
Yeah, don't go in that room.
Yeah. Woo! It's also because you were by yourself. Sometimes that's when it triggers that bad shit. You know, is when you're lying there by like alone. You know, that's when like the real bad stuff starts to come.
That's crazy.
I came out. And he's like, I transformed into a lion. He's like, my face became a lion's face. And I was like, okay, let's not do mushrooms at night anymore.
I fucking love mushrooms, dude.
I do too.
Done it, man.
I told you that they are good. You just have to do them. I would highly recommend.
Well, there's all this.
Do them in the morning and go on a hike or something.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, the daytime is the best time. I had somebody over that was like really into like EDM, and we split this like chocolate truffle like mushroom thing.
Ooh.
And she puts on this fucking like EDM concert like on my TV. And this is when I was still in El Monte, so I'm at my grandparents' room and I'm fucking just tripping balls on this like, you know, light show and shit. But then it starts to become so anxiety inducing. Like it's
Yes, somebody is here.
Oh, this is here. It becomes so anxiety, like the fucking.
I'm about to lose my life.
No, I was like, what the? No, the bass was hitting so hard, and the lights were just too much, and it was just all the same. It's all the same beat over and over again, and it fucking made me crazy. So I started having a panic attack.
It made me crazy.
And so, like, I just ended up lying down on the floor.
Yeah, starfish on the floor, dude.
And she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just need to not look at those lights."
Not looking at like your face was like you were talking to her.
Just like talking. I was like, those lights are just too much for me right now.
You're like, hold on, I need to reset.
Yeah.
Ryan's just in the Ryan's like, well, the blood is raining down.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, man.
Sometimes it was too much, man. And then, like, I don't know. I was hanging out with this chick, and a lot of her friends listen to it too. So it's like, fucking man. I'm like, how do you guys? This is. I mean, all day, all day. Yes. I'm like, even when I hang out with my metalhead friends, I'm like, you guys want to hang out and like not feel like destroying shit right now? Like, let's just chill. Yeah. You want to hear some Celine or something? Like,
something else.
Just a change of pace.
Those ones are all the time.
Yeah.
I do find that interesting when I talk to a lot of my friends that are like, they seem like they're into like one type of music only and all the time.
Yeah.
I like if I put on my playlist right now, it is one of the most eclectic fucking things.
That's cool.
And Ryan too. Ryan and I are in that same boat, similar. Right?
Yeah.
It's like it'll go like Metallica, Megadeth, AC/DC, Adele, fucking Skrillex, and then like just like whatever.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I'd say all three of us are in that boat.
Yeah, that's some weird ass music.
Well, look, Ricky's on a whole other playing field, I think.
That's why Ricky could go all day with stuff I've never even heard of. So
yeah. Yeah, whereas I mean, I don't even know where the fuck you would hear any of this new shit. But Ricky's turn. Actually, Ricky back in the day we used to fucking trade music all the time. It was like I'd go over to Ricky's house to hear about some new shit, and then I'd bring some new shit over. And
for sure.
Agreed.
That was back in the day. Ricky was always on top of it, always on discovering new music too.
That's cool.
Yeah, I still try to be, but just I don't have that much time anymore.
Well, most of the bands that I listen to now are because of you.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I mean, at least that are outside of metal, I think.
Yeah. Cool. I know that.
Yeah, I mean, I still love the sounds. They're like, fucking, and I know them because of you.
Well, I think we discovered them together. Bounce into them and stuff. So
yeah,
that's how I found out about them.
Now, a lot of times too, if I'm just like trying to get work done or whatever, I'll just put on like a random radio station that just has things, like not any artist that I would ever even know to look up, but like just random things. Like this one says The Good Life Radio, where it's just like nice, relaxing shit, and I'm like, I don't know, this is what it sounds like, and it's background noise.
That's the shit that I listen to when I go to sleep. So I have a Google Pod in my room, and I don't have a TV in my room. So Google's now since I use YouTube for music so much now, like in here, like Google now pretty much makes a playlist for me of shit that I like and shit that I would like, and it's pretty great. Like I ask it to put on like a chill playlist, and based on all the things that I like to play on YouTube, it creates this collection of songs that like are fucking awesome.
Well, I'm actually probably the only person I know that pays for YouTube Premium because
I do. I was so mad. Dude, I forgot that I had premium for so long, and then when I couldn't pay for it because I didn't have any money in my fucking account, I'm like fucking ads. Fucking.
First of all, you guys, if you browse YouTube on like a computer, the first thing you gotta do is get like a good ad blocker on there, because I see 0 ads on YouTube now. I don't pay for shit.
Really?
That's
yeah, dude. I will blast this out there. It's called let me get the name of this.
Well, I pay for premium, so I don't get ads anyway. But I like
anybody else who doesn't have premium doesn't want ads on YouTube.
I like having premium because, well, yeah, 1, no ads, but 2, there's also you can get like free movies, and then it also comes with YouTube Music, and you can listen to podcasts and stuff on it too. And
when you're using your phone, you can lock your phone,
and it'll still play. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, the add-on, I use Firefox. I'm sure they probably have one for Google Chrome if you use it. They're just called uBlock Origin.
I use that one.
Yeah, I get 0 ads on YouTube.
That's awesome.
I use uBlock. Doesn't block my shit.
Why do you use weird. Firefox over Chrome, Ricky?
Because I don't like Google.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Google's like saved everything for me. Like I use Chrome. Everything's all linked together. So I'm like, fuck it, I got that
Firefox too.
I got that Google Pod, and then everything I have all my I have my backup files on fucking Google Drive and all that stuff too.
Google Drive's pretty handy. All the academic systems are using it right now. So all my college classes right now are using Google Docs and everything. Yeah. They bought into the system, so
it's free.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't have to pay for any.
You just have to pay for it if you're like they give it out for free, but the actual college has to pay for it and stuff.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, the colleges pay for it and then they give it to us. I mean, yeah, somebody's getting their money somewhere. Absolutely.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I didn't actually start messing with any of the Google stuff until like all the school things started happening.
I wouldn't get a Chromebook unless I got. I mean, sometimes they're pretty cheap. Like if I got a Chromebook and then maybe used it for like travel podcasting or streaming or something like that. Like that's the only reason I would get one.
Yeah. What about the don't like those Surface Windows?
The Surface is cool.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, my ex had one. I was using it for some shit, which is why she was still logged into my Instagram and found out I was talking to other chicks.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Nice. Come on, man.
Well, no. This was after we broke up. This was her fault.
I'm away.
Yeah. This was after we broke up, and then she was like, "Oh, he's cheating on me. He's been cheating on me." I'm like, "No, dummy, you left, and now these are the precautions."
You left. Now I need to bang other things.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's funny. That's good stuff. It's because I've been looking for like another like travel laptop.
Yeah.
So something
Surface is great. Yeah.
Something I'm not going to do anything crazy.
I still have like a regular laptop, but I think if I were to ever buy another like portable thing, probably a Surface or something.
Probably do a Surface, only because it's a travel PC and it has those USB ports. You know.
Yeah.
Even though I love Mac, I would never fucking get an iPad.
Never, ever in my life will I ever get another like Mac computer laptop. Unless it was either given to me or I needed it for a very specific thing, because I just did not have a great time with my Mac experience.
Yeah. I don't know. I love mine. I just it's just not great for streaming, for game streaming.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I never thought. I would have thought.
Which is why I haven't really been doing it, because I've been trying. I wanted to, but there's a. It's not the same, because I can't plug direct like. With with a PC, you can like directly plug in your console somehow into your PC, right? So that way, like when you stream, you're streaming.
There's probably something like an adapter or something.
Well, yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, is like it's fucking virtually impossible for Mac. So I have to do it wirelessly. So I have to cast my Xbox to my Mac and then stream that. But it gets choppy because there's too much going on,
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sounds shitty.
Something to it does. You're probably gonna have to buy an adapter. Or something.
I mean, I did it. I used to do it with my PlayStation and my Xbox all the time when I was living with Vicky, because she would bitch about me being on the TV and playing video games. So we only had one TV, so she'd watch TV and I'd be on the Mac and I'd be playing video games. So I'm like, fuck it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You can do streaming.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I have to. But anyways,
Ricky and I are just part of the PC master race, and we just do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, the PC dude.
Yeah, I mean, if I could fucking, I don't know. One of these days, I want to build a gaming computer and just have it.
They're pretty awesome, man. Like like the things that you like, the graphics card and all that good stuff. Yeah.
And the best part about them is you can always change any part of them. They're entirely modular.
Yeah.
So it's really like you don't have, like with consoles, you don't just have to get another console or another PC. You're just like, new graphics card's out. Boom, get a new graphics card if it's available. and like everything, you could just pieces by pieces, whatever the fuck you feel like doing.
Yeah, I mean this Mac, the only thing I did was I maxed out the RAM on this, and that's the only thing you could really do.
Yeah. Hard drive. Yep.
Yeah, the hard drive. Yeah.
Building your own. I don't know. Maybe that might be something you want to do. Maybe build your own tower or something.
That's what I'm saying. One of these days, well, I want to. Once
I built mine, and then I built Garrett's as well. So I can definitely help you.
That's cool, man. That's what I'm doing. Cisco and networking right now. So I just learned.
Nice.
Yeah. It was kind of like my secondary skill that I learned when I was in the Army. It was communications, like satellites, Cat 5, Cat 6.
Oh, that's super cool. Nice.
S cables, all those good stuff.
Nice.
So, but I didn't know. I didn't know how to build any of the computers. I just knew they worked. Like what we needed them for the operational. We'll just say operational programs that they were using.
Yeah. Sure, they're very specialized anyway.
Yeah. So, but
everyone was playing Fortnite. Yeah.
Everything. I didn't know any of that until I got out and started doing the classes here. So like A+ security and all that, and Cisco.
Yeah.
DDR4 and all that, like all these interchangeable stuffs, man. I mean, great. You can do whatever.
You want to get into that? I mean,
I think this is a very simple thing that I think we can all give a quick opinion on. So Sienna wants to know what's better, Mac or PC. She's thinking about getting a laptop, and I would. My quick answer is it entirely depends on what you're using it for.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah. If you're going to get a laptop, so that's basically any sort of Windows laptop or a MacBook. It just really depends on what you're going to be using it for. I would say, you're in the comment section. Let us know what the hell you're going to use it for, and then we're going to give you a better answer. Otherwise, I'll just start going on.
I would say just quick, off the top of my head, though. I mean, obviously, if you can afford it, like a MacBook would be a good choice, especially for someone like Sienna. Just because if anything goes wrong with it and you don't really know how to fix it or anything, you do have a dedicated store that, I mean, other than if it was a pandemic that we're living in, a dedicated store, we can always take it in. They're always super happy to help you out. And it's more of like when it comes to like Apple and MacBooks and stuff like that, it's just like the reason why the things are so expensive is because you're also paying for like that back end where they have a dedicated store. Yeah, everybody, a bunch of people who can fix it for you, no questions asked and things like that. And the ease of use.
And also,
or you could just mail whatever you have to Ricky and he'll fix it for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And also exclusive software that they have for certain things too. Like
exactly.
Pro Tools and fucking Final Cut. Depending on what you're doing. Like I love Final Cut, and I'm self-taught on Final Cut, so that's always why I'm always going to do Mac because like Final Cut and iMovie are pretty much the same. iMovie is just a dumbed down version of Final Cut. So like,
right.
And I've always had a version of Final Cut that I've always liked. So
yeah,
even though Adobe is just as good, I just prefer the layout of Final Cut.
Yeah.
Sienna says that she's likes to use it for making music, putting sound effects on, and going live. So going live on something doesn't really matter. That's going to be much more about like the power of your computer, especially like if you get a weak computer, it's not going to matter. Like you just can't do good things live. When it comes to actually making music and putting sound effects and stuff, that's all about like your what you're going to be used to as far as software. And I don't know exactly what you're used to. I just know a lot of
GarageBand always comes standard and it's very fucking simple. So if you're gonna be using but if you're gonna be the thing is if you're gonna be doing stuff like that, the lower end Macs are not even worth it if you're not gonna pay for that extra.
Honestly, I think right now it's coming down to what she says she's gonna be using it for, and I think it's coming down to hard drive space. I think you're gonna have to make your
and RAM and the processor.
Yeah, I think it's gonna.
The good thing about those two is that you can at least, if you want to go to the lower end, you can change those out yourself for a lot cheaper.
That's true. So that's what I would do is I'd buy a lower end Mac and then swap out the RAM, but make sure you have an i7 processor.
I'll be devil's advocate and say the money that you spend on switching things out, just add it to the computer already, so you don't have to switch it out. It's out of the box. So maybe get a.
If you buy it straight from Apple, though, they put a huge price hike on that stuff.
Yeah,
Apple for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying for Apple. You can at least switch out the RAM on Apple, but when you pay for the extra RAM, it's there's a huge price difference.
I don't know. Because I'm a console guy, so I don't mess with PC at all. Like laptops are for work, and you know what I mean. Like I don't. So like for me at home right now, I have a Dell, dude. I'm doing like office work. I'm like office space Dell computer, dude. It has like 900 gigs on there, and it's all literally just for like Microsoft Office, just office stuff, admin, administration. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I need it for is just to write reports and stuff. So, you know what I mean? Like I have more than enough space, but I think for what we got going on here, I think it's gonna have to come down to that. And like, I don't know what kind of programs what it entails or what will be used, but I'm sure they're going to take up a lot of hard drive space, right?
Yeah. So here's my question then for you. Like, so for like Sienna, I would imagine she's not used to being able to swap things out like that. What do you think would be a better, easier Mac thing? Just to know, like if you were just to buy one thing that'll be good for whatever she needs to do, just
Mac. Probably still Mac. Okay. There you go. I would say that too.
I'm not saying it, man. Apple doesn't have any of my money, so I'm gonna say it's. Whatever user friendly, man. Whatever you're comfortable.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Mac because Mac comes standard with GarageBand, and GarageBand is very user friendly.
Right, but you might. What if she never used a Mac before? Then you got to reteach yourself how to use.
There's a learning curve.
Use Windows,
but I'm sure she's not a moron. She can figure it out.
Right. That's what I mean. It's all going to come down to what you want to spend and how much you want to put into it. If you're comfortable with Windows, stay with Windows. Like I said, man, I use a Dell. I'm not doing anything crazy on there, and I go on, Microsoft Word and fire out a paper in 5 pages or less, and get the hell out of there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You're not doing the stuff that she's asking or that we're doing. I mean.
But if she's familiar with whatever program you're familiar with, man.
Yeah.
Boom. There you go.
I don't know MacBooks go for.
It's all about breath. It's all about pref
and this
and money. Yeah,
however much.
but I mean, look, I found a fucking solid iMac Pro iMac that I upgraded off of OfferUp. So
There you go.
I mean, if you could find somebody selling one that's like refurbished and then just upgrade it, like you'll save so much money.
There's something else to look into. You might be able to get a refurbished Mac. You know, maybe one of the higher end.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And spend a little bit
Yeah,
less.
I know they have like a store on eBay that they use them. Like it's actually like run by Apple, but it's just a bunch of refurbished stuff that they use.
Doesn't Newegg do something like that? Or is it
I
one
think Newegg does it too. Yeah.
Yeah, something like. There's something to look into. There, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she'd be good on Mac.
Oh yeah, see,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
She does use
Yeah.
iPhone and iPads already. So yeah, there you go. Go for a Mac.
There you go. Get a Mac.
Just look into the specs, the base specs that you would need.
Get a Mac you can afford, and then upgrade the RAM and order them on Amazon. Order the sticks on Amazon because they're very cheap.
Yep.
Yeah, but definitely know what you need first. So I would
Sure.
do your homework and find out what you need first.
Yeah.
And then do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, music stuff doesn't like I feel like wouldn't need like the most powerful thing.
Mhm.
Like I said, like probably like it's just gonna be like coming down to like storing the actual music files and stuff. So it's just gonna be size, but it's easy.
But you could always get an external.
Yeah.
Yeah, or an
That's
external.
what I do. Yeah.
Terabytes are like fucking $60 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, externals are crazy cheap.
Yeah. I had to put a terabyte on my Xbox
Nice.
Yeah,
because 500 gigs is bullshit these days, bro. I mean,
I have 4 to my PS4.
Yeah.
4 terabytes.
Really?
I like being
4
in
terabytes.
being in this world, the age that we are is so fucking weird because we lived through a thing where we were in elementary school and 128 megabytes
Yeah.
was a big thing to have as far as like an MP3 player. This is before the first iPod.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Yeah, that's cool.
Dude, I got 20 songs.
Yeah.
When the 81s came out, you could shuffle them. You're like, whoa. Dude.
Now we're over here like, yeah, a terabyte is like $60 or whatever. I remember when a terabyte was invented.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
everyone's like, how much space can you? And then you're like, I need at least 6 terabytes. Can someone give me 6 terabytes?
well, here's the thing. Well, because technology and the quality of everything has required so much more space. That's why, you know. So these fucking video games now, dude, they're taking up 100 gigs, even more. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. So Warzone is constantly updating, and it's taken up. I mean, Modern Warfare has taken up at least 200 gigs of my fucking memory space out of 500.
It's like a meme of how much it like needs for like no reason. It's like, why is this so big?
Yeah, it's huge.
That's what she said.
And so I couldn't. I literally had to delete all of my other games to have one game.
That's what they want.
Yeah, people will complain so much about it. I don't know. I think it's only for PC where you have the option to like take off a bunch of things to free up space like within the game. So if you only want Warzone, you can just check like I only want Warzone, and then everything else it's like taken out. It's like, why is this so big?
I can do that on PlayStation 4 and 5.
I could probably do it on the Xbox. I could probably do it, but I purchased the entire game, you know. So I have all that.
All the space.
I want
all the data.
I mean, just for I played halfway through the campaign and I haven't even touched it since. But I hear it's good. You know, sometimes I like playing the campaign. You know, sometimes I get in a mood and I'm like, fuck it, I won't play campaign. I want to talk to anybody.
I kind of liked having played the first Modern Warfare when it came out. I didn't play them all. I stopped playing once jump packs started coming in and these super boosts.
Well, that was more the advanced warfare and the infinite warfare. Yeah. Infinite warfare was fucking sick because it was like Halo kind of.
Yeah, that's why
I like that one.
Go play Halo if you want to play Halo, dude. Get out of here. So
I've always been more of a fantasy shooter guy. Like Halo is my shit right there. Halo.
Right. And if that's what you want, go over there and play.
Hey, so speaking of which, I wanted to talk to you guys. I don't know if you guys have Guardians, but
no, we're all adults here, Ryan. We don't need any Guardians.
Halo 5 Guardians. Hit the Mics got challenged by Colt 45 to do a team. What is it called? Fucking Slayer, right? Team Slayer.
Slayer.
Okay.
To do Team Slayer, hit the Mike's Got challenge by Colt 45 podcast. Do Team Slayer Halo 5 Guardians.
Oh damn, I want in. I think I have it on Microsoft.
We're recruiting members if you guys are ready. If you guys want to do
I haven't
it.
played a long time, but I'm down to like fucking spruce up on it.
The last Halo game I played was Halo 3.
Yeah, it's pretty, I mean it's pretty much the same.
Huh?
No, sorry, I was reading the comment, but it's the same fucking thing, man. It's
But also that was on console. So are we doing this
Ooh,
cross
yeah.
platform?
console. I mean,
Bro, just get like a cheap fucking USB Xbox controller. It'll plug right in.
will it work? Will it work that way?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool.
Is there cross platform though on Halo?
I believe there is on Halo 5. Yeah, most likely.
I'm pretty sure on Halo 5, yeah, it'll work.
Okay.
I'll find out. But
That's one of the good things about like the Xbox is like the reason why I never would buy one anymore is because with the Microsoft or Windows 10 PC, they've made a lot of it compatible with all of Xbox games now, which is awesome.
Cool. That's really cool.
yeah. So Steve and I are gonna start training. We're gonna do a little training montage and like fight night fucking promo and stuff. But I don't have a date yet. But after we once we start kind of getting brushed up on it, then we'll figure it out.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty down actually because it's been a long time since I've played a Halo game for sure, and then it's definitely one of my favorite.
Well, we did ask if you two would be down too. So
yeah, how many how many versus how many is it going to be?
I think 4-on-4.
4-on-4. Okay. Ricky, have you played a game on your PC with a controller? Like, have you?
Yeah.
How does it feel? Like, how does it transfer? Because I've been playing console games, or not console, PC games. It seems like for a long time. My last fucking console was a Xbox 360 that we played in high school.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah. So the thing for me is like, in the beginning, like, I really like in the early days, I started like playing in PC like games with mouse and controller. But then also I took like a long break from it, and like I had like an Xbox 360. I think I got and then I got my PS4, and up until about I want to say maybe 4 years ago, I got really back into PC gaming again. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's for me, it seems like it's really easy just to get back into it, especially like either one, controller or mouse and keyboard. I do prefer mouse and keyboard over it, but even a controller, it's still fine. It's for me. It seems like just turning on like a switch.
I think to even the playing field, we're all going to have to be on controller.
Yeah, it's super easy now. At least when it comes to like like I said, when it comes to like a Windows 10 PC, if you plug in any USB controller that's like Microsoft or Xbox certified, it just plugs right in easy.
Well, that's even if it has I think the newer ones if they're Bluetooth. So if your
computer has Bluetooth, you can do that too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Got it.
And cool. Even PS4 controllers can do it too if you want. If you feel better with the PS4 controller or PlayStation controller.
I don't know. I think my brother has a Xbox, like a newer one.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys have the same one I have, which is the like the first gen Xbox One. So
maybe I don't know.
I had an old one that broke, so I just had to get a cheaper one off of Amazon for like $20.
As long as he has a controller I could use, then I'm that's fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's pretty cool, man.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All you guys fucking.
So that's a Colt 45 is another podcast that we're like kind of friends with, and they're in Houston.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's pretty cool.
And they're a movie review podcast that all of us I think all of us have guested on. You guys haven't guested on there yet?
I have.
Nope.
What?
Me.
Oh,
what?
You guys haven't?
I have.
Garrett has. Ricky has not. Well, you should. It's fun. Basically, they'll give you like a Cult movie to watch, and then you watch it, take some notes or whatever, and then the next day or whenever
you have to watch it sober though.
No,
okay.
No. Just, watch the movies. I've been fucked up many times watching the movies.
What if it's a drag movie?
And then you break down the movie with the guys, and they should do it this way. So you're like on a call with them, and
cool. I think that'd be awesome. All you guys get together.
But they've been doing these things where they're calling out other podcasts because they're streaming too. So they're calling out other podcasts to play games with them. So I'm like, fuck it, dude. Let's do it. That'd be fun.
Let's fucking do it, guys.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah, Garrett, I'll give you a link to with like a subscription service for Microsoft for like $9 or $10 now. You can get I think they have Halo on there for free.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have it downloaded. Like my Xbox came with it.
With Halo?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the bundle thing.
Well, I bought it off somebody who I think got the bundle thing.
No.
So it was already on there. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Anywho,
I'm
Sorry?
down.
I'm like totally vibing to the fucking Halo song now. I think what it was is after, so I played and I went through Halo 3 last, and then Halo 4 came out. My brother had it, and I think I borrowed it, but I never actually played it. And then I just ended up watching all of the cutscenes and the story on YouTube and stuff. Just since I hadn't had a new console for the next one, I was like, this is pretty cool. And I'm like, after watching the entire story, I'm super excited for whatever's going to come next, which I believe is Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the next one.
Now there's the you can get the Master Chief Collection, which has 1 through 4, I think, which I have now.
They remastered it, yeah.
Yeah.
Remastered all the games.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that they're remastering the old game. Like I did the I'm a PlayStation guy, so I did the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Ooh,
Final Fantasy VII was like one of the very first PlayStation games I ever played on PlayStation 1 when it came out with the bundle. And you got like
4 discs.
Yeah. It was like 4 fucking discs. That's right.
Do you remember the memory cards? You got the bundle with the memory cards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when the remake came out, I got all giddy. And I was like, oh, dude, I gotta get it. I gotta play it. Like I don't know. It's I don't know. I think it's pretty cool what they're doing to like the Castlevanias. I think they should be all the
Devil May Cries.
I think it's pretty cool. And you know what? Like what game? Oh, Resident Evil 2 when they remastered. Yeah. I understand. Like I played the first one. I played the original one on PlayStation 1. I remember playing the director's cut, and I mean I understand that you're not experiencing the 90s pixelation and freaking memory cards and stuff.
Yeah, but it's fucking better that way. I mean, have you tried, like, if you try playing those games now, like on those old consoles, they're so hard to see.
You're getting the hallway all wrong, and your back is now left, and your right is, you're like,
the controls are all clunky and shit. You're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Like, why was this cool back then?
Exactly. That's what I don't miss that part. Yeah. But like being stuck on a puzzle, why am I so stupid? Why can't I figure this out? Right. But I think when they remade it, I think they, it's a lot of the same thing. They just kind of shut the box up a little bit. But I mean, the upgraded graphics is awesome, and you guys can't beat that.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially now with all the monitors and TVs are out now.
They had a remastered Earthworm Jim.
Oh, cool!
And I played that.
I
played that on Xbox, and I got stuck on the same fucking level that I did in fucking 95.
But I still think that's awesome. And it's the remix. Now you're stuck in upgraded graphics.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so cool.
Only there's some way. Figure it out.
Apparently, the graphics got better, but I never got better.
Right. Exactly. That's cool, man. Yeah, I like it.
Exactly.
But I don't mind the remakes. Like, I mean, the Final Fantasy VII one was awesome. You know what they did, Square Enix, what they did with all their like their cinematics.
Yeah,
like the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Holy, oh god.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go back and rewatch them.
Yeah, I never really got into those Final Fantasy games too much. I mean, I played 10 and 10-2.
I only played 7.
Oh, really?
I only played 7. I only played 7, man. Oh no. Well, I mean, I didn't own it, but whichever one came out for PS3, when one of the guys came out on Soul Calibur.
I think that's 10. Isn't that 10?
Is that 10?
There's a double disc. Yeah, it was 10. And they played like a weird soccer game, like underwater.
I didn't beat it. I only played a couple levels on it, but that was when they first started. I think that was when they were opening up that little side menu. Where, like, you can hold a button, hit a button, and like a little side menu command came in.
Yeah, well, whatever. I don't know.
Anyways, that was the only one I ever played up until 7. So. But I like them. They're cool.
Yeah. Final Fantasy. That was 10. You're right.
I play FIFA, but I don't rage. I do not. I've been.
Dude, I can't play that. You know what? I like playing the show.
The show, yeah.
The show's great. And NHL hockey is fucking
cool.
great too. Yeah,
I didn't start. 2006 was my first FIFA, so I've been playing.
Bring back Mutant League Hockey.
Mutant League Hockey, dude. Apparently they're remaking it.
No,
really? I didn't know that. That's sick.
Yeah, that's cool. Mutant League Hockey and Mutant League Soccer and Mutant League Football. All three of them. Yeah.
Oh damn! Oh yeah.
Do you remember Blitz Football? That
NFL Blitz.
The arcade one. Yeah.
That was my only favorite football game. I hated Madden. Madden.
Yeah, let's compare that.
That's awesome.
But yeah, Mutant League Football and Blitz were always fun.
That's cool. Yeah, Blitz.
Blitz was ridiculous. You could fucking kick people.
Drop kick
people.
Yeah. Those are fun, man. Those old arcade games too.
Fucking Hang Time, NBA Hang Time. Remember that one?
Hang Time, yeah. Yep. Yeah. I want to hear about this MCU news, man.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, sorry. Drinking some beer, you guys. I like beer.
Bad.
I like beer.
Yeah, I know. That's first.
I feel like I got rid of like a bunch of like my favorite sound bites. I don't know.
You can hear what we're talking about.
I think just a bunch of nerds.
That's pretty much true.
All right, let's get into some newsy stuff. So first and foremost, I mean, the internet entertainment news sector isn't like brimming with stuff, but we do have MCU stuff to talk about, and that is that WandaVision will be coming out this Friday, and the early reviews have already come in, started pouring in, and they are overwhelmingly positive. And
really?
Overwhelming. So, I mean, it's not a big surprise at this point that an MCU property is doing well, but they're saying that it's really good and that it's going to start taking the MCU into a place that it's never been before. Something that we all kind of guess, at least from the multiverse aspect of it, and what we know will be coming with the whole Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, which will include Wanda Maximoff, who is Scarlet Witch. No word yet on the future of Vision past this show, but with a lot of people, getting at least exposed to the first. I believe the critics got the first 3 episodes. They are saying that it is worth the wait and worth the watch. Absolutely, I believe the rumor is that we're going to get the first 2 episodes this Friday, and so we'll be able to give our opinions on that next week.
You got Disney Plus, Rob?
I do. My sister does, but yeah.
That's how it works in a lot of our families. It's like I got Disney Plus, my mom has Netflix, my fucking friend has the HBO Max. You know, we got to share codes or share logins. But I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. It has been over a year since we have gotten any sort of MCU property since Endgame.
We still don't know anything about Black Widow.
Not much, except that it's coming, and they're not going to put it on streaming, which I salute them.
That's so weird. So that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. I think this has been my theory, is the only reason they're not doing it is because there's got to be some sort of after credit scene that really sets up Phase 4.
Well, the whole thing with this, if you look at the scheduled timeline ahead of that, this was already supposed to come out way before WandaVision. So you might be right, but the whole thing is why, like, it should have already come out. We should have already seen it. So my question is, would any of this have anything to do with Black Widow, or have they reshot stuff or
I'm gonna say this is what I think. I think this is just this is just a side story of what's going on with Wanda and her connection to the Soul Stone, or what is it? Is it the Soul Stone? Mind Stone. The Mind Stone. And we're gonna get like
which, by the way, is present in all of the trailers in Vision. So we're all like, how does that even exist anymore?
Right. So like I told you guys, if you haven't already, go check out the new Rockstars breakdown of the trailers and stuff. It looks great. They have so much insight on what this backstory could mean and all this stuff. So I think it might be just a little bit of a subplot in a bigger thing. So that's why. Yeah. So that's, I can see it. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, that's why I think that Black Widow has this some sort of big reveal that sets us up for Phase 4, and WandaVision is connected to it, but
but they're not. It's not that big of a fucking drop the way because they expected this movie to be in theaters, right? And WandaVision was already prepped to be on a streaming service, so it would make sense that they would make this big announcement in a fucking theater,
Yeah, I actually believe it in the opposite of what you just said. I think that the Black Widow movie is going to be less consequential to the overall MCU as a whole, but it gives you much more of the backstory and a little bit as to what's going to happen with characters, whereas WandaVision is going to have much more of a heavy impact on what's going to happen plot-wise going forward in the MCU.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, like I think
Black Widow is an origin story. I think there's literally no reason why they haven't put that out on a fucking streaming service. It's fucking dumb.
I don't necessarily agree with that one, because I think that yes, it's an origin story, but I believe that it's also going to be we're going to get a new character that's going to join the Avengers after that, which could possibly even be a new Black Widow. But it's not going to overall change the plot, whereas WandaVision seems to be able to do something that if you're a comic fan and you know Marvel Comics, it could change the entire landscape of the MCU as we see it.
We already know we're in the direction of Young Avengers. We already know that, right?
I don't know if they're going to call it that, but yeah. So we're already getting, the next generation where you've seen behind the scenes stuff of like Haley Steinfeld in the new Hawkeye series, and, and you have Miss Marvel, who's Kamala Khan, and a bunch of other ones that I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, so they're definitely recruiting younger members, but we haven't wrapped up, and I don't think we're going to wrap up.
Well, Ironheart too, obviously. Fucking
Ironheart. Yeah, we have a lot more characters that are coming in. But besides, if you haven't already seen it, besides Iron Man, everyone else pretty much is still in play.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and Captain America.
Yeah.
No, even old Cap, he's not dead. He's just old.
True. Does that?
Still fuck shit up.
Okay, let's talk about this for a second, because what does that mean? So what kept him young was being frozen. So he would still age like normal people would age, even though he's got the super serum.
So that was never an effect. The serum had no effect on his aging. The only thing that kept him young was essentially freezing, and so you can kind of equate it to cryogenic freezing. So if you've seen Futurama, they cryogenically froze fucking Fry, and he came out the same age. But they would age the exact same way a normal human would after.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
at least in that story.
Okay, so theoretically, Captain America still, as like an 85-year-old man, can still fuck shit up.
Yes, because that's one thing. He is still very fucking strong and enhanced. So there's no reason to believe he's the same level as he was, but he's still gonna be able to kick your ass.
Yeah.
I'm sure he can kick all of I don't think he's ready to try and choke out Ultron again.
Yeah.
Which I love that meme where it's like, this motherfucker tried to choke a robot.
I remember that. Yeah. He did.
And a Titan. If you remember on Endgame, he tries to choke fucking Thanos too.
I remember the Titan.
Hey.
He did.
But at least fucking Thanos has a trachea.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. He actually needs a breather.
Can you imagine fucking Captain America just trying to yield justice in the retirement home?
He's just choking out everyone left and right.
He's fighting old Nazis.
He's fighting old Nazis, beating the shit out of fucking Thomas.
That's funny.
Wait, what's her name?
So that's pretty cool. That's how the universe is going to be going now, huh?
I'm very excited for this because there's a lot of stuff. There's so many like little Easter eggs which Marvel's very, very good at so far, at just putting things that may be consequential, but they just basically leave the door open. Like right now, we still don't understand. We don't know the characters besides Wanda and Vision. We know the actors for some of these. So you have Catherine Hahn, who is an unknown character, but is already speculated to be someone who plays a major role in Wanda's life in the comics. Maria Rambeau is going to be in there as an adult, and you saw her as a kid in the Captain Marvel film. She was the daughter. And then let's see who. So for whatever reason, Kat Dennings is also back in WandaVision as Dorothy, which is everyone's favorite character.
Really?
Yeah. And if you're
she's my favorite character.
I love Kat Dennings, and I actually don't like I like
Double D Dennings, bro.
Which one's this, bro?
What? Kat Dennings was the science assistant to what's her name?
She came
Jane.
up with Meow Meow.
With who?
That's right.
We're like Mjolnir. Meow Meow.
Meow Meow, yeah. Yeah, she's in the Thor movies.
Yeah, she's in Thor movies, and so for whatever reason, she's back in this one. Which from what I haven't seen anything about Natalie Portman or anything, so I don't know what she's doing specifically. But also we have, if you're a fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, very randomly this week it was revealed that Emma Coulson was also going to be in there, and she was having to keep it a secret for some reason. So that's going to be something that's very interesting. And I know she's not
Which one's that? Buffy.
She's not a household name, but she played Anya, the vengeance demon that later on, once she was introduced,
okay,
was part of the main cast. And so I was like, why would she have to be kept a secret? So I'm very curious as to what role she's going to play in this.
Right. Well, okay. So I know I talked about it before, but I told you just based on that new Rockstars review that I watched, or breakdown that I watched. What do you guys think is going on in WandaVision? Because like I said before, there's this theory that it's a trap. It's like she's in some sort of prison, and this is what she's doing to either cope with the prison that she's in, or she's actually trapped in this reality that doesn't really exist.
I'm gonna see if Ricky wants to go first, and then I'll give mine, because mine's probably gonna be more long-winded.
I don't know. I haven't heard any of these theories. I'm trying to stay away because I want to go in fresh. So, and
I respect that entirely. I would love to, but I'm so curious, and because I'm so interested in the comics itself, and they all have some sort of precedent where it's like in the comics they did this, and they're gonna pull from that and change it,
which they have time and time again. You know,
I was just going to ask that. If they're paralleling,
a lot.
Or they're at least pulling from the comics and following it. That's pretty cool.
Rob, do you have any sort of theory as to what you think is going to go on and how?
The theories that you guys are. That's why I was asking. Some of these theories right now are like the first time I've ever. I saw the most of my research was just the trailer, but I didn't know where it fit into the. Like I didn't know where it was in the timeline. So so that's, but it's all making sense on everything you guys are telling me. But I mean, I can definitely see because the stone doesn't make sense. Yeah. So I can definitely see that, like your theory, your interpretation, like it's her mind. Then I can see like depending on where it is in the timeline, it could be before or after.
Well, it's definitely her creating this sort of reality that's not necessarily happening. That's what we've established. Yeah, but we don't know whether it's just because she's depressed and she's like in this.
We don't know what's going on. Yeah. We don't know what timeline. We don't know,
or she's trapped. She's trapped in this weird sitcom-y fucking And the Mind Stone, and there are shots in the trailer that show her in her cell from when they found her in Age of Ultron, which means we might get a fucking backstory about how she got her powers from the Mind Stone, which is why we're led to understand the reason she's so connected to Vision is because Vision's powered by the Mind Stone, and so is she.
Huh.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Huh. I like it.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, obviously the MCU can do whatever they want, and it's going to be completely different. Could be completely different than anything that had been set as a precedent in the MCU, or in the Marvel comics. But what I love about it that they haven't even tapped into, that they started to kind of allude to in Endgame, is how powerful Wanda actually is.
She could have taken Thanos herself.
Yeah, 1v1, her versus Thanos. No Infinity Stones, she wins.
Yeah, absolutely.
100% of the time. Yeah. And so the thing is that was just her on a physical power level that she was, but they haven't even shown like the reality warping things, which I think this is one thing in the comics. Marvel has so many fucking reality warping characters. It's really weird. Like if you look at just
Dark Phoenix,
you have DC and you have Marvel, and a lot of times people are like, oh, DC DC characters are overpowered because they got Superman and Wonder Woman. I'm like, fuck no. Have you seen the characters that not nobody, but like no one is that familiar with? Like,
They're not mainstream.
You have so many reality warping characters in Marvel, and the thing is that the way that they actually tackle it is not as grounded as DC. So just like how in Endgame and in Infinity War, Thanos does things with a snap.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of characters can just snap things in Marvel in the comics, whereas in DC usually they're vastly powered like Superman, but Superman's going to take a while to get shit done. He's not going to snap and destroy the planet or destroy life. He can punch through planets, and then in the comics, of course, he can do ridiculous shit, but it takes time and it takes effort versus a snap that many characters can do in Marvel, which is why they actually have so much that they can pull from for the future of the MCU. And I think this is just the tip of the iceberg as far as any sort of reality changing things that they could go down the route of. Wanda being someone that can I think this is going to be the back door that'll lead to the introduction of mutants for sure.
Oh, cool.
Yes, absolutely.
And yeah, there's just so much. I think this is just going to bring a lot of that stuff in there. Deadpool, which is also another thing that happened this past week, is that Deadpool 3 is confirmed to be in the MCU and rated R, which is great for everyone.
Great.
Awesome.
One more thing about WandaVision.
Yeah.
Here's why I think we're definitely getting a little more mutants. We're not sure which ones, but because I mean, there's no way we can just totally just think that they only got 2, right out of
miracles. They're miracles, not mutants.
But that's okay. But listen, but what I'm saying is in that same fucking place they could have been testing from the Mind Stone and others with Loki's scepter to all kinds of different people. So we could.
No, they definitely did. They said it. They said
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So we could definitely have way more mutants and enhanced, humans in the next phase.
Yeah, absolutely,
yeah, for sure,
absolutely. But we're what am I hearing? I'm hearing something in your background. Sorry,
that's Doug just talking shit.
We're gonna move forward from that. Can't wait to see the first 2 episodes, or I mean, we're assuming we're getting the first 2 episodes of WandaVision this Friday. Fuck, I got so much gas. Beer. But yeah, so we will give our input on that. Let's give a little quick input too. I know that myself, Ryan, and Ricky all saw Soul. We didn't really give our opinion on that.
I have to pee real quick. So if you got to talk to anybody, talk to Rob.
I did not watch it. It's been on.
You didn't watch Soul? Oh, whatever. You guys go on. I'll be right back.
It's okay.
For a couple of days now, huh? Weeks?
It came out Christmas.
Christmas. There you go. Yeah.
It came out Christmas Day, sir.
Who made that one? Pixar?
Yeah.
Pixar does pretty good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think I've seen to date every Pixar / Disney film except for The Good Dinosaur. Ricky, have either of you seen The Good Dinosaur?
No. I watched that one. It was all right.
Yeah, that's the only one that I hadn't seen. Not because I mean, I did hear it wasn't great, but I also just never had the opportunity or took the opportunity when it was out to go see it.
Yeah.
And then even though I have Disney Plus now, I'm like, nothing about it made me think I really need to see this. But I've loved most. Okay, I take that back. I haven't seen like Cars 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've seen that. Yeah. Well, not all the way through. My sister's 9 years younger than me, so it's kind of by default. Like it's on and it's residual. So either I'm not watching or paying attention to it, it's still there. I kind of know what's going on still. So
yeah. How old are you, if I may ask?
Oh, 32, man.
Oh, okay, cool. So
I graduated high school in 07. So you guys were like.
Yeah. I thought you meant like because you're like, oh, my sister's 9 years younger, and she's like, it's on. I'm like, what is she, an infant?
I mean, because that's the whole reason why she wanted to get Disney Plus. I was like, oh, dude, when she was younger too, obviously. That's the only reason why I'm familiar with most of the Disney things that are going on. Like, between my little sister and all like the girl cousins that were around, like that. It was always on. It was always on. Like you couldn't avoid it. So, but like the whole Disney Plus, thanks, man. The whole like Disney Plus thing too, like she wanted to get it, and she had a smart TV, and then I let her have my PlayStation 3 so they can put it in the living room.
Okay.
Yeah, so she put the Disney Plus app on there on my PlayStation, and she's like, "Oh, hey, I got Disney Plus. You can get it through your PlayStation." Literally, I just watched The Mandalorian. That's the only reason why I wanted to watch it. That's the only reason why I needed Disney Plus. So I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah.
So, you liked it? It was awesome. Like, you would recommend it to somebody who wants to would movie night or something?
Yeah.
So we'll definitely move into that right now. Then I would say so for me, Soul was something that I didn't really know what to expect. I feel like there wasn't a ton of information given in the trailers that I had seen prior to them putting on the streaming service. And that's the thing too. We're in a pandemic, so I'm kind of paying attention to a lot more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Soul is not what I expected, but I loved it. But it wasn't as hard hitting as other things. So there's there's a lot of there's stuff going on that I'm like, okay, that's cool. Every Pixar movie seems to be like pretty good at tugging at your heartstrings and teaching a lesson. This is definitely in that same category. I loved it very much. So it just wasn't something that I think was as heartbreaking as a lot of other things. Like I remember watching Inside Out, and like a lot of things are like, fuck, that like punch me in the
dude.
Huh? Fucking Bing Bong, bro?
Fucking Bing Bong,
I haven't
bro?
seen that fucking movie.
You haven't seen fucking Inside Out?
You haven't seen Inside Out?
I haven't watched it either. See, again, that's another thing. Like movies like that, they're on, and I know I just haven't seen it.
Inside Out, actually, I think is one of the most underrated ones. I think.
Who made that? Pixar made that.
Pixar made that one too. Yeah.
Does Dream? I hate to get off subject, guys, but just so I get my senses straight.
Yeah.
Does DreamWorks also do things with Disney, or is it just Pixar?
No, DreamWorks is through Universal.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. That was an admin question.
Yeah.
Back to what we were talking about.
No, we're all good. We're here to answer everyone's questions. We're here for that information.
I kind of feel like you guys know a lot about this. But I would say I'm more of like a little. Not. I wouldn't say. I read a little bit of the comics in the Marvel universe, but I was more of a Batman guy myself. So, but like the in-depth, like these are the questions that I always have when I see trailers and like when I read stuff online, or or you see like on YouTube when you get trailers, or like when something comes out on your little news feed. I never know who to ask any of these questions to. But now that I fucking met Ryan, I've been asking him a bunch of stuff. That's why I'm here, man. I asked him a bunch of stuff. I was like, "Hey, what is this? Maybe what's that?" Because I don't know.
Well, I only know everything I know because of Garrett.
Oh, there you go. Nice. But I think it's all interesting, man. I think it's all great.
I think relevant, yeah, like we all have our own like niches or whatever, niche technically, and like I love movies. I love movies. Thanks, Keanu Reeves.
No, you don't.
Huh? I love movies that Ryan doesn't love. But I do love movies. Trust me on that one.
No, you're not even getting into it because Garrett loves movies, but he like refuses to watch like classic movies.
I don't refuse. There's just
like he had never watched The Shining before.
Okay.
So we sat down and watched The Shining. I made him watch The Shining and The Thing, which are two of my favorite horror movies.
Okay.
They're two very vastly, they're vastly different. He loved The Thing.
Yeah.
Hated The Shining.
Okay.
But he has. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of. He's never seen The Godfather.
Oh, you don't like the mafioso movies?
No,
dude?
he doesn't like those.
Oh man, you mean? Oh, dude. Sometimes it's just like forget about it.
He doesn't watch that. He doesn't like those crime movies. Fucking Casino, like.
Come on.
I love him.
Yeah, you know what it is. I think it's because and you know what? There's a lot of people who are from those communities who do not like those movies either. At
least The Bronx Tale. At least the Bronx. Hold on, Garrett. Right. Okay, I know we're getting off topic here. I'm sorry, dude, but at least you got to watch A Bronx Tale. A Bronx Tale is a fucking great movie.
You know what? That one's it's a thing because if you like stories,
because it's a love story.
Absolutely,
it's a love story. It's on the Netflix,
sir. You might want to pick that up.
I'm actually very curious about the science, not the science, the psychology behind what makes a movie appealing to somebody.
Yeah.
And overall, I mean, there are a few that I'm trying to think of, and I honestly can't right now. Granted, I've finished this bottle of beer.
Oh, dude, you've been tugging on that thing for a little while, huh?
You see how big this thing is?
Yeah, I know. Is it almost done now?
It's gone.
Fuck, dude. You guys are a big league, man.
Yeah, but no, like as far as when it goes to mafioso movies and like crime movies, I'm like, I've never been. It's not something that's been appealing to me, really.
Right.
But I do enjoy a handful of them. It just kind of depends on certain things, I guess.
Yeah.
But when it comes to older movies, and I've said this many a times, is like I do appreciate certain things, but a lot of times things have been made better over time.
Absolutely.
I like watching newer films.
Wait, let me ask you something. When's the last time you watched The Exorcist?
I have seen it. I can't remember the last time I saw it. Like I can't give you a date. When I was a teenager, sometime.
That movie still freaks me out. It's like one of my. It's still one of the best fucking.
I watched it one of the Halloweens before all this started.
Yeah, I'm also not a horror buff either.
Yeah, me either. I mean, I just.
I guess, but it's still. What I'm saying is that movie came out 70 fucking 4. Doug, what year did that movie come out?
I'll go with about 74.
About 74. Okay, so and it still holds up with the message, the story, and the fucking effects are
the makeup
amazing.
Yeah.
It still holds up as one of the most terrifying horror movies of all time. You know, it's like
what do you guys? 73.
Yeah, 73.
What do you guys consider?
I was a year off.
One of the scariest movies you've seen.
Ooh,
I saw it a month after it came out.
that's cool, man. In theaters, and it was like what a movie ticket
No,
was.
I was still a kid. Somebody drugged me to it. I seen it.
Yeah, but but that's
74. Just shit.
yeah, that's what you did. As a kid.
Anyway, what was the question, Garrett?
I have a question.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
This also comes with the old movies. Is the people
Like, what do you think is like one of the scariest movies?
one of the scariest?
The
movies
Exorcist.
For you.
The Exorcist. Yeah.
Let me see. One that freaked me out. Let me see. That one's
The Exorcist and the 90s it for some, Garrett and I are on this same level there, but
That was scary, especially when we saw it, because we saw it when we were kids. I don't know who the fuck decided that was a good idea to show that.
I would agree.
I was tortured by it. My older brother locked me in every room, and at the time I was with my grandparents, and they had a TV in the kitchen, in the fucking back room, the front room, every bedroom had a fucking TV. So I couldn't get away from it, and so my older brother, every time I would try and leave the room because I didn't want to watch it, he would lock me in the room and turn the TV on and put it on that channel and force me to watch it.
I would say that one. That one freaked me out. As a kid, that one freaked me out.
Yeah, for sure.
You know which ones they freaked me out because it's like the whole, like, especially now everybody's doing like all these space movies and stuff. Like you get launched out in fucking zero gravity and you're like floating off into oblivion.
Yeah,
that freaks me out.
Are we okay? So we're talking about scary
That
horror
scares
movies.
me.
Okay.
so
like gravity,
floating off into the oblivion.
Yeah, like gravity.
Yeah,
okay.
That scares me, I guess.
Okay. No, that's a horrifying.
But as a kid,
concept.
But as a kid, I definitely think.
What about you? What about you, Ricky? I know you don't watch many horror movies because too many scaries. But what's up?
Yeah, the last scary one, I guess, would probably be was the one with the clapping. I always forget the name of it.
Oh, The Conjuring.
Conjuring. Yeah,
we all watched that one together. That was great.
I fucking hated that. Like that was at that point I had already developed my way of being able to, like, I was like, all right, I know something's gonna happen, so I just start looking at the bottom of the room. Like I know it's gonna happen. I'm just looking at the corner, the bottom of the room, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna look straight at it. I'm not gonna look straight at it.
Oh man! Oh dude, I want to watch scary movies with you guys.
Oh dude, it's so fun.
Oh, dude,
here's the thing: is I'm a huge wimp when it comes to watching movies,
Yeah,
like watching
dude.
horror movies. Yeah, I went to see, but I love horror movies.
Yeah.
So I went to see It Chapter 2.
Yeah.
And have you seen it?
No.
Okay, so there's a part where they're the adults, right? So part 2, they're adults, and so Bill Hader's character is like in this area where he remembers seeing the clown like in this area, right? And right where there's this fucking giant Paul Bunyan statue. And he's staring at the Paul Bunyan statue and he sits down. And I knew this was coming. I fucking knew, I knew it was coming, but I had just gotten my snacks. Like I had, because like I have an AMC A-list, and so from my seat I ordered a pizza, and so I went and got my pizza. I came back, my flatbread pizza.
Oh, you were in public. I thought you were at the house and you're
no, we're in the fucking theater. We're in a packed theater. We're in a packed theater. And so I'm so into my pizza, and I'm watching this fucking, and so like I'm like mid bite, and the Paul Bunyan statue comes to life, and it fucking and he kind of has and he just turns and I screamed like this.
Yes.
And I like, and it was legitimate. I wasn't even fucking around. That's how I screamed that loud in the theater, and everyone in my fucking row jumped because I yelled.
Yeah. What the hell's wrong with this kid? How did you burn yourself on the pizza?
And I realized, and I was so embarrassed, so I just kind of put my fucking head down and I just turned red. But awesome. All my friends who were in the room in the theater with me, they were just fucking dying.
This is awesome. Hey, when this is all over, I would like. I would like to go watch a movie with you guys in the theater, so I can.
I hit the fucking cable. Oh,
nice, dude.
That's all right. We're good. Oh,
dude, I love when like big guys are scaredy cats. There is a guy he was on one of the shows that I used to watch, and he is known for being like the biggest real life scaredy cat to the point that people think he's faking it, but he's not. Like, yeah. And I remember because he was.
Dude, that's just funny, man. I'm sorry. It's
he was doing a morning show, and they didn't tell him, but this was to promote what was it? Us, that movie. And then they brought one of the tethered in, and he fucking flipped out. I'm trying to find the clip so I can show you guys.
Us.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you right now. There it is. Okay, cool. I'm gonna show you just this clip because I fucking love it. And
yeah. Okay.
All right.
Oh, Collider. Okay.
Yeah.
Josh.
I like crying.
So what's the guy in the blue shirt?
Guy in the blue shirt.
It's
Chris Cornell.
No, this is I've got 5 on it.
I remember.
It's what it sounded like very quietly.
Hit the wrong button. I'm sorry.
Oh. Didn't it sound like us?
Yes. Yeah, it totally did.
So him.
Yeah, that would be creepy.
And seeing him?
No, just the middle
with that background.
When you're walking through life, and then that just.
What?
Oh, hi. Watch the camera.
I can't protect you.
So we just had a visitor.
Oh my god!
Open it. Open it.
What's happening?
Get here from us.
Josh, I think this is for you, honey.
Yeah, that is pretty. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
No, she's gone. She left.
No, she's not.
Oh, she's dressed like the girl. Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that.
And she has scissors.
She has the scissors.
Nice to not open a present when you
Cheers.
The best.
She's waiting for you to open.
So
it.
what?
I don't want to die.
That was a little too much.
I want to die. Wow.
Although I'll tell you what, she's definitely doesn't look like she likes you very much.
You want to open this on the floor, Josh, or you want to come to the big boys table? I can't even twist my chair back around.
You're like protecting him there.
I'm a
No, okay. It's just
God, no, he's got it. That's an act, bro. He can't be acting like that.
no, like trust me. There's like footage of him like at like they took him to horror nights. They literally had him like he hates scary movies, like probably way more than Ricky for sure. And they made him.
Oh, see, this is the thing. As I know for a fact, Ricky likes scary movies. Ricky does like scary movies. It's just that he's married to somebody who won't let him watch scary movies.
I like him to a point. I still won't watch him by myself. Though.
Well, what the fuck?
I don't watch him by myself.
But you love like horror nights and shit like that. Like we've done
horror nights and stuff.
Group setting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So don't tell me you don't like scary movies. That's bullshit.
No, but it's like me
Not
too.
really.
I am not going to put on a scary movie by myself. It's a group. Horror movies are a group thing.
Yeah, one of the worst moves I ever did was watch Insidious by myself in a haunted house.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I kind of feel weird telling you guys this. I sit at home by myself and I watch scary movies.
Well, so do I.
Like,
I have Shudder. I pay for Shudder on fucking on Amazon.
Yeah.
So
I hope you guys don't think I'm weird.
No, I watch scary movies all the time, dude. But these guys, but like, I don't know. I appreciate it for the art form, not really like it's not.
I just find some of the stories interesting.
Yeah. Some of them are fucking whack.
Supernatural.
I see why Garrett hates them. I see why Ricky hates them.
No, I like seeing them with people. So like, we like you said, we watched The Conjuring. We've seen Insidious. I loved watching all of the paranormal activity movies, but with people.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a group thing. I just don't want to do it myself.
No,
I totally agree with Garrett.
I think I watched most of those again with my sister. My sister found all those movies interesting too.
They are more. They're like they're almost like they're a group setting movie, I guess. But I feel the same way about the big blockbusters. But I although I could watch like Endgame like 1,000 times by myself, but like
I did a whole rewatch of the MCU. Like all those things I happily watch by myself. When it comes to scary movies specifically, I don't care to watch them.
Is it because you don't like being scared, or is it because
it's because afterwards I get really I have a very active imagination, and even though I know it's not real, I picture it as being a thing. To this day, like I told you, the last scary movie I think I saw was Hereditary, and just
God,
I can picture things in my head, and even though I know it's not real, it's just there. I don't like it.
Fuck up movie.
Yeah, I want to be around people so that we can talk about things later. We can do whatever.
Did you watch Midsummer?
No, I will at some point, but I haven't.
That's a pretty fucked up movie too.
Yeah,
it's the same writer for Hereditary.
Yeah. I've heard I've heard about it, and I like it because I don't think anything about Midsummer has really been spoiled for me. Hereditary was a little bit.
Yeah. No, Midsummer's it's a very interesting story too, which keeps you fucking really like invested, And it's again, it's not one of those like it's more psychological than it is like paranormal. You're kind of like. You're like, what the fuck is up with these people? What is this shit?
Those are pretty cool. I like watching those too.
Yeah. I think that's what I see what you mean though. Like the paranormal stuff is the stuff that freaks me out the most. That would give me an overactive imagination. But
slasher picks I've never had an issue with. Once you start getting paranormal, it's literally what is my brain and my imagination. This makes no sense, but it's happening, and that's the thing with paranormal. It gives it a pass. It's like it doesn't make any sense because it doesn't obey any of the laws of science, but it's happening. That's why I'm like Jason, fucking Michael Myers. I don't give a fuck. Those are whatever. When you I started watching Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm like, fuck. If I fall asleep, he can do anything. And
right. Yeah.
That's actually one of the things that I think was like, I need to look into lucid dreaming and being able to control myself while I'm dreaming.
Well, they did that in Nightmare too, right? They pull him out of the dream. They beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
They do that in all the movies. But what I'm saying is like, if I'm in my own dream and I can actually control things, then I feel safer. I just feel safer. And I haven't really had full on nightmares once I've figured out I can do that, I've had weird scenarios that are kind of weird and sketchy, but I'm like, no, this is a dream, and I just fucking change it.
If you can live in my brain for a day, man, it'd be fucking.
I don't want to.
Man, my nights have been wild.
You already
gave me crazy ass dreams.
I've been having some fucked up ass dreams.
Ricky, say it again.
I was on blood pressure medication, and it gave me just crazy ass dreams.
Really?
I had to switch my medication.
Oh, really? Oh, it was a side effect to the
side
drug.
effect. Yeah,
Wow.
It's like possible side effect. May see Satan.
crazy ass dreams.
We know what's weird is I'll fucking flail out of a dream and in my room is a full body mirror. So when I like fling up out of bed, I'm staring at myself and then I freak myself out even more, like in reality, because it's all dark and there's just a silhouette standing in front of me. You know that?
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
So you move your arm and it doesn't move.
Dude, I'm gonna buy you a fucking. I'm gonna buy you a Thomas the Tank Engine nightlight. You'll be all right,
Anyway, where were we before we went on this tangent? I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no, I was gonna say I actually have a footage of Ryan. I don't know, Rob. Have you slept over at Ryan's house or like been in the same?
I have my own house. I sleep at my own house.
No, it's good. We all grew up together, so like we know each other's sleep patterns, kind of. And I actually have footage of Ryan sleeping. It's.
Oh, dude.
I'll let you look.
Really? Or is this a bit?
This is Ryan sleeping right now.
No. That's Lemmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ryan and Lemmy. This is actually how Ryan
is actually right.
Such a great movie.
Yeah, turn up a little bit.
Terrible movie. Shut up.
This is like
I fucking love that movie.
as much as it goes.
Yeah,
It's on.
terrible.
It is on Netflix now.
Yeah.
This one, yeah.
I'll be honest. Actually, Ryan sounds better.
Your heart.
Yeah. No, Ryan actually Ryan actually sounds worse. Is what I was gonna say. Sorry.
Yeah.
I do. I don't know if I still have that video of you, but like, so we went. Funny enough, I don't know if it was that funny to be honest, but I don't know why I said that. We went to a funeral. We went to a funeral, and then Ryan and I came back. He chugged one of my energy drinks and then passed out. And then it sounded like the worst thing I've ever heard.
Was that when I passed out in the car?
No, well, you were in the car, but no, when we got here back to my house, you chugged one of my energy drinks, passed out on my couch, and he's like, like you sound like a fucking walker from the Walking Dead.
That's just my apnea. But when I have my night terrors, you guys haven't been around for that.
My apnea.
Yeah.
It's worse than what we know.
What, did I start screaming too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like I recorded you, but like even my recordings weren't the best, weren't like the craziest. You fucking went through some weird shit.
Yeah, it happens at night.
Yeah, it's
I'll be right back. I gotta go pee real quick.
So actually, this is kind of a sad story, but it's sad and funny at the same time. But the weekend after I caught my fiance cheating and left, I ended up crashing at Matt and Amanda's apartment, which is my brother and his girlfriend, right? Mm-hmm. So they picked me up. I was a fucking mess, right? So they picked me up and we go out and we have drinks, and I just blow all my money on like just fucking shots and hanging out and getting drunk, and I wind up back at their place and I'm blacked out drunk. I have and so I fall asleep on the hardwood floor, but it's like 9 p.m. and Amanda,
you closed it down.
And Amanda is like in the back and in the balcony smoking a cigarette, but she's like filming the sky. But you can hear me in the front. You can hear me in the bedroom going, or in the living room going, ah! Ah!
But you're laying on the ground.
I'm asleep.
Yeah.
I was completely
Screaming at the ground.
Ah!
Fucking screaming at the ground.
Yeah.
I gotta say, those were the times where it was the absolute worst because I was very much in pain.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
And when that funeral happened, that was around that same time.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit happens, bro. It's fucking weird. And like, but you've always been a really bad snorer, like our entire lives, too.
Oh yeah, for sure. So is Ricky.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't remember the last time I slept in the same room as Ricky, but I remember the last time I slept in the fucking same house as you. I was like, I can hear you through the walls.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You made me sleep with earplugs.
Damn.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, now you know. Quit being such a bitch. No, it's bad. I know it's bad. I gotta and you know what? Well, we were talking about this is I think we were talking about the last time. I was actually gonna go get sleep studies done and COVID.
Yeah, get you one of them fucking mouth guards, dude.
I had a mouth guard and I fucking somehow in my sleep took it out of my mouth and threw it somewhere and I never found it again.
Maybe Lemmy ate it.
I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared, bro. Like I was like, Jesus, I had it molded to my mouth and everything.
Yeah, I was like, if you can't find it, especially after moving out, maybe Lemmy ate it.
Yeah. No, definitely. I should get another one. It did help. The mouth guard helped. I had one for a while.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Last story on my end. This is all about streaming and stuff. Today, Netflix kind of dropped a little bit of a sizzle reel that basically kind of gave their 2021 film slate, which is actually pretty cool because, I mean, dude, Netflix has definitely become a definitely big player in the whole cinematic sort of game because before, like, I mean, obviously Netflix is actually, you guys remember when Netflix used to just be about fucking DVDs in your mailbox?
Yep.
Well, now it's a full-on movie studio. With
I was one of the first fucking signer-uppers.
Yep.
Signer-uppers.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they released a sizzle reel about their upcoming things. They're saying basically that they're gonna have a new movie every single week on Netflix. Straight
Oh,
up.
good. Fuck yeah. That's awesome.
And just some notable ones. You have Red Notice with The Rock, Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds, who fucking love Ryan Reynolds. And then you have this random one that dude I didn't see coming or haven't heard anything about. What is, I'm trying to find the name of it, but it has Leonardo DiCaprio and fucking Genoa. What is it? Jennifer Lawrence. I haven't seen where the fuck is Jennifer Lawrence been? She blew up and like
because everyone was talking about her.
Yeah, and then I think she did it right. She laid
person.
Huh?
Fucking bitch. What?
What's your beef with Jennifer Lawrence?
She's a regular person.
She's just like us. She wants pizza. Sorry.
Oh, no. Back in the day, I fucking loved like.
Yeah, we all know. We all know.
For sure. But yeah, I don't fucking know her, bro. Either way, she fucking laid low for a while, which I mean is a smart move because of
she was a huge advocate, like anti-Trump, like fucking what 4 years ago, right? So
not just 4 years ago. She hasn't been like gone.
No, but I'm saying she hasn't done any public appearances, but she also hasn't had anything to promote. That's what I'm saying. She's been gone for like 4 years. That's what I mean, like 3 or 4 years.
When did Mother come out? Mother.
Tell your children not to walk my way.
But either way, like there was a thing with her and Leonardo DiCaprio, and that being first of all, you hear those two names, you know that's like going to be an awards contender because first of all, Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't do things that aren't going to be notable, and then it's a Netflix film, so I'm like, wow.
Why did you do Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Hey,
I've not seen that, to be honest.
When the fucking fuck? What?
Yeah. All right. So Mother was 2017, but Dark Phoenix was 2019. So she kind of laid low for about a year.
Wait, what else was it? Whatever.
Yeah, she was in Dark Phoenix last year.
Yeah.
Right.
That
movie was fucking dog shit too, though.
Yeah, that
It was a steaming pile.
Have you seen
With fucking Sansa.
New Mutants?
No, where is it again? It was on Amazon, right?
Oh, I don't even remember. I didn't check it out yet.
I think it's on Amazon.
Either.
I have not watched it. I plan to.
New Mutants.
Isn't it funny that they had the two chicks from Game of Thrones who played sisters both be mutants in the same universe?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
It was the biggest show at one point, and then it completely died off.
yeah. But I mean, I'll be honest.
Dude, no one talks about Game of Thrones anymore. Not at all. It's gone.
Yeah,
No
because
one's
that last season completely ruined it.
anymore.
Yeah, except for the
That's what you fucks talked about, which finally got me on board. I fucking steamrolled through 7 seasons or 6 seasons.
It was a great show up until the last fucking season.
and then I went, what the fuck is this bullshit?
yeah.
That's why no one talks about it anymore at all.
It's definitely. I think it's a great thing. You should go out on your own terms, because then I think that you are going to be remembered, even if you don't start out great, whatever. But if you can go out on your own terms and do it well, then you did a great job.
Isn't that what they did?
You're going to be remembered for doing a great job. You can go like Game of Thrones. You could be amazing until towards the end, and then people are like, meh.
I mean, it's like the Sopranos. People still talk about the Sopranos. People still talk about that show.
A lot of movies were made like modeled after that.
A lot of movies modeled.
I'm sure there's going to be shows that are going to be modeled after Game.
Well, there's a Game of Thrones like spinoff coming out.
Yeah, saw the commercial for that. Yeah.
Oh, then we'll talk about it again. That's what's going to happen. Then everyone's going to talk about it again. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But I think so. Red Notice. I think it says "Don't Look Up," which is the one with Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence. You have a bunch of other things like Malcolm and Marie, which the trailer dropped this week with Zendaya and John David. I think his name is John David Washington. He's Denzel Washington's son, and of course he was in Tenet. He was in Black Klansman. He's doing a great job. That trailer looked right up my alley as far as like an indie type of movie. It's not a blockbuster by any means. It looks from the trailer to take place entirely in one location, which is the type of thing that when I start getting like into that sort of realm, I love. I love that sort of character piece where it's just about the characters and there's one location and that's it. But I really enjoyed the trailer for that. I want to check that out. Yeah, just a ton of shit. But if you're literally, Netflix is about to bring us a new movie every week, including apparently something with Octavia Spencer and Melissa McCarthy. They seem to have superpowers. That was random.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
Interesting.
bunch of stuff.
So what about the Morbius that D keeps bringing up?
I know he does. D, I love you. You keep bringing me a bunch of random like information that doesn't matter. Like movies in a pandemic are going to get pushed back no matter what, depending on 1,000 different reasons. So it's not really a news story. What am I going to ask you guys? What do you guys think about a movie being pushed back again? Like we started this in the beginning of the pandemic. There's not really a reason to talk about it.
Hey, so I actually read something. It's all rumors and you know fucking hearsay and
which also we love to talk about.
And things we want for sure as a fan base. But I read this thing about so Flashpoint has confirmed Michael Keaton.
Oh, right? Talk about the Penguin.
Yeah. So there's that, and also what they're speculating, which is your favorite word, is is that they are gonna use that that universe of Michael Keaton's Batman to then have a Tim Burton Batman Beyond is what's being talked about. And
a Tim Burton Batman Beyond.
Yes.
So yes, that has been speculated over and over again. There was also things that kind of refuted that later on. So when it comes to stuff like that, which I did hear about, and D brought it to my attention, and he's like, he's like, look at this. I'm like, that's not confirmed. Like that's not
confirmed. It's not confirmed, but it would be dope, and it's what we want, I think.
Of course, but we've had before the DCEU even existed. I want to say
we've all been talking about Batman Beyond.
Yeah, but it's always been, what if we made a Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton as old Bruce and then a new Batman Beyond?
That'd be
great.
Amazing.
Could it happen? Absolutely. Is there any basis for that to actually happen already? No. Also, has the DCEU been going well? Also, fucking no. So I don't really know that I want.
I saw Wonder Woman. What the fuck happened?
Oh yeah, and we saw Wonder
We talked about that. Have you seen Wonder Woman yet? You ever
Yeah.
you watched it yet?
We
dude.
talked about it. Yeah. I just watched it for the first time, and I'm just like, there's that one point where I looked over to my wife. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I watched it with Steven Gerardo. I'm like, wait. So I'm like, so he's dead, but he's not dead, and then now he can fly a jet, and
there's just so many weird choices. There's like too much. It was just too much.
It was too much of the random.
Like, just choose something and go with it.
Here's
and
then
I was like, and then I thought she had to like unwish her wish, but she just ran away from him.
She thought about her wish.
Yeah, I think that was technically
And then she wished to fly because then all of a sudden she could fly.
No, I don't. Yeah, that was also okay. So that's the whole. There's the entire thing. Yeah, if you've seen it, then you know. If you plan on seeing it, I don't think it's gonna ruin it for you because I think
the thing with that,
I ruined it for you.
the thing with the cheetah too. Like I was like, holy shit, man! Like they fought this whole fucking time, and she'd been swinging on these hot wires, and then she decides to electrocute her in the water. Why didn't she get electrocuted?
That was the thing. I was like, is she electricity proof? Like, what the fuck is that?
What the fuck? Yeah.
Yep.
So much about that movie that I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like that doesn't make any sense at all.
How about, did any of you catch Ricky, did you catch the kid dummies?
Yeah, I did. As soon as I saw it, I was just like, "Oh shit, you're totally right."
I told you, I saw it on my TV,
and it's like stay like this the whole time.
They look like fucking mannequins, dude.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
She saves two kids, and she swings over on her lasso and grabs them. And two kids just happen to be playing soccer in the middle of a highway that there's a ton of tanks fucking storming past,
and for some reason wouldn't just move.
And so she goes to save them. So she goes to save them, but she knocks over these two kids, and she hugs them and rolls into the road. But the shot lasts just long enough for you to realize that those are two kid dummies that she's just rolling around on the floor with. Oh, nice. But
it was like bad dummies.
They're not moving.
Yeah, they just stay completely like this the whole time.
Oh boy. DC.
Yeah, there's just so many weird things about that.
You know what? And again, they say Batman has no superpowers, but yet, who pulls DC out of fucking,
But you know what, Batman. And that's the thing is that the Batman.
All he relies on, Batman's always going to be the moneymaker, man. They're always.
Bro, and also, let me ask you guys, what is your take on Man of Steel? Because I have mine, but I'm obviously biased.
Are you talking Rob?
Yes.
Okay.
Rob, what do you think about a Man of Steel? Because I'm biased. I'm a big Superman fan. My two favorite DC characters or DC heroes are Superman and Green Lantern. Those are kind of my guys. And one, it was the beginning of the DCEU. But two, I was like, this is actually, I think, really great. Does it have problems? Yes. Should he have saved his dad? 100%. But besides that, I loved it. Like, what do you think about it?
Definitely the dad one for sure. I'm more of like, that's why I like talking to you guys, especially because I like how they pull it from the comic. They're pulling it from the comic. It's almost, they're making it their own, but at the same time, they're following somewhat of the original story. I mean, I liked what they did with it. The suit was pretty cool, right? His his actual once he actually got his suit and everything, like his reveal, like that was pretty cool the way they did it. I definitely think they did a lot of, like you said, there's things in there you can take out of it that could be better. There's things in there that I think they did well. I mean, I didn't want Ben Affleck to be Batman when he fought Superman, but you can't have everything.
But you watched Man of Steel, right?
I did. That's what I mean. But leading all the way up to that, I thought it was pretty cool. I think I don't remember the most I ever got out of Superman. Like I read some of the comics, Some of that's cool little screening out there. I read some of the comics because my cousin Joe had them.
Yeah.
But most of it I got was from the animated show. What was it? The 90s Superman show?
Animated series.
Yeah. So
and DC and their whoever was and is probably still running their animated department, amazing. Like before,
all those movies that they're coming out with right now are really cool, huh?
I would say this that what I believe Marvel has been doing with the DCEU, if their animated department was as well funded and like people knew about it as more, they would be going ape shit as far as their animated movies. The DC animated universe is by far, in my opinion, their strongest sort of thing that they brought out, and for the as far as anything you watch, not comics or anything, obviously. And
right, watch
but the story, the animation, and everything like about it is like great, just amazing. Yeah. I think that is their MCU as far as like if people knew about it more, they would be raving about it. But it's all
you have to go looking for it though. I like, I kind of like that.
Yeah, like so you obviously had Justice League and Justice League Unlimited and Batman the Animated Series and all that stuff. Then they started making basically, and it was straight to DVD movies, but these were by far the best movies that they've done. Like Batman Under the Hood, Justice League Doom, all of their whole lineup. Yeah, all their
Mask of Phantasm.
Their animated movies are so fucking good.
So now, are the movies? So in the DC world, are the movies pulling I don't want to say content, but like storyline from the animated shows as well? Okay.
So this is what I believe is the worst thing going on right now. Whoever is in charge of continuity on the DCEU is fucking up because I don't want to have to relate it to Marvel, but that's the biggest example of people doing it right. And I'm not saying you have to follow it verbatim.
But that's an example that we can see and like, I get it.
The thing is, I can show you what they're doing wrong. And the major thing that they fucked up in the beginning was that they just started with something with characters that let me put that. They started with actors who you don't care about. You know Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Do you care about these iterations? No, because you didn't see their progression. And so you're like, okay, these are them, but they're also not how I know them. And they look different. It looks like people that are wearing costumes that I'm aware of, but it's different. Where it's like Iron Man 1, you're like, some people, knew Tony Stark and Iron Man, but you knew you started to get who Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man was from there and saw that progression of the entire universe. And because you went on that journey with them, you were more invested. They didn't have any reason for any of the audience to be invested in the DCEU. And then they start doing way too much, way too fast. And it's like everyone already checked out. So now all you can hope for is a blockbuster event movie, and they're just doing poorly because they're not making a reason for you to care. Are they flashy? Sure. Do you care? No, you don't. And that's actually why I like Man of Steel the most, because it was the closest to an Iron Man where you're like, this is Superman's first day as Superman. His first day.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, he fucking look at all the destruction. He could have done this. He could have done that. Dude, he just figured out he had fucking the ability to do all this stuff. I think I had to fight someone who was militarily trained and had the same powers as him.
Yep.
Yeah. I've said this many times before, but Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman, I thought was.
I need a drink. Sorry.
Well, before the first Wonder Woman came out, I was the first in the DCEU. We were talking. I said Man of Steel was the greatest Superman movie I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Because there've been so many, and there's the classics in the 70s. Yeah, I mean, we hold them up to a standard for sure. But Man of Steel was like the perfect fucking execution of that storyline that I had ever seen. and what would really happen if we had some alien like that, and you know what I mean, and the struggle and the everything fucking made sense to me.
There you go. It all made sense. Yeah, for sure.
And it was very it made Superman for the first time, in my opinion, relatable.
Yeah,
because for the most part, growing up, I fucking hated Superman because he was too perfect. Everything was always just. It was like he had all these superpowers, and his only downfall was what? A rock from his planet.
Kryptonite.
Get the fuck out of here! Get out of here!
There's only one person who always has that on him at all times, man.
Batman.
Absolutely.
Lois Lane was his other.
Lois Lane was his other kryptonite. Yeah, you're right.
You make sure you do whatever you want. You make sure you're home at 8.
That's right.
A rock and pussy.
Absolutely.
No, a rock from his planet and a rock.
Absolutely. Make sure you're home at 8.
Fight crime until 9 p.m. Okay. Otherwise,
the world needs me. I don't give a damn.
I need you. Okay. Yeah.
I love it.
No, for sure.
That's something that we don't address. Why we need to start.
Well, that's what makes Batman such a better fucking hero, is because he's always a bachelor.
Yeah. He's always telling them, "Where did you go? Where did I go? Why are you still here?"
First of all, you're asking too many fucking questions.
I don't know. We had that Catwoman chick once.
Well, she was a cat burglar. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's it. Every man has his kryptonite. It's called pussy.
These are the things that we need to address.
That's facts. Those are facts, man.
Absolutely.
That's facts.
That's why everybody has money in their pockets, right?
But Wonder, and you know what? Just in the same fucking way, like, yo, how in Wonder Woman 84, this dude has been dead for 75 fucking years. Move on, bitch. What are you doing? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me that she needed to bring this dude back to life after you didn't need some good dick between 1954 and fucking or whatever 1920 whatever the fuck. When was the World War I don't know. 23. So, between 1923 and 1985, you couldn't have fucking in 1984. You couldn't have met some good dick. No, come on, get out of here.
And then there's the whole thing about like it also wasn't Steve Trevor's dick.
It was another man's dick.
Right. Like, that's another thing. Just like, why did they decide to go with that?
Yeah,
like,
I'm like in 2021. I'm like, that's kind of rapey.
Yeah, it's rape. I mean, on both ends, because let's be real, homeboy raped that dude's body to be a part of it. He didn't ask for it. He didn't have consent.
So here's my thing. Like, I didn't notice it. I'll be honest. I didn't notice it, but we grew up watching stuff like, thousands of body switching movies, the hot chick, shit like that. And like, I'm like, okay, it didn't really matter. It wasn't, I'm like, I don't really care. I didn't think about it, but then somebody brought it up. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Like if you actually think about it, and this is the thing, this is not the hot chick. This is not something like that where it's like, it doesn't matter. It's entirely fake. It's trying to be, look at this real story about a, superhero, but it's grounded. And that's the point. If this was a rom-com, probably wouldn't care because you're not meant to believe that it's in your world.
That's right.
And even though and it's so weird to say that, but it's like, it's treating superheroes as if it's in your world. Same thing, and I would say this if this was in the MCU, 100% too, just in case anyone was going to go there. Those things are treating it as if it's like a real thing, just with different rules. Whereas rom-coms and stuff, like you don't expect it. It's a B movie. Like those are B movies that you're like, all right, whatever. There's magic and people switch bodies.
Dude.
We all know that if we switch bodies, we'll fucking do whatever the fuck. It's fun.
Presents just show up under the tree. The parents don't buy them, but they just accept it.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes. I had no idea. These presents just showed up.
It's Mr. McAllister.
Those Hallmark movies.
Mr. McAllister with his 2 turtle doves.
Vizzies. I do love these Vizzies, by the way.
Vizzies are dope.
Yeah.
Anyway, fuck, where were we? Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah.
Ricky, what else did you have problems with? I don't know.
What did you like? Can you give us a review? Like, did you like stuff about it?
Oh,
no.
I mean, there's some stuff that was okay, I guess. A lot of it was just confusing. And I was just like, the whole time in my head, I was just like, what is happening?
Yeah, there's a lot of what is happening. Good. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
It was not good.
Yeah, and then plus when he comes back and his whole confusion of shit, it was very frustrating to me because I was like, it's just stairs that go up,
He's
dude.
seen fireworks before.
And you've seen fireworks. And he goes, what are those? And then he flies into them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The plane one I can kind of get because like he saw planes like in the beginning. So it's like, seeing a modern plane. Okay.
Is a fighter jet going to get you all the way to fucking Saudi Arabia? I don't think so.
Also, flying a fighter jet in World War I is entirely different.
It's entirely different
than a 1980s fighter jet. Yes. Look at all these fucking switches. You didn't have those.
No. And then to fly, and then I'm not a fucking. I've never been in the Air Force, but I would think you wouldn't want to be around explosions, but he flies into a fireworks show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I get like they had visibility, but I mean they couldn't get shot down either. Like, what was the rules there?
Fuck it.
I don't know. Either way, like it's something that I want to watch it again to be like, did it suck that bad? It kind of in my memory it sucked a lot.
So they took the comics in, huh? Other than that, she's a fucking Amazon princess. That's about it.
That's a whole nother thing too.
Did you watch the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, so
we're just continuing that.
And very fucking. It's just very odd choices.
I have to watch it now. I'm interested because I definitely agree about the DC movies, the cartoons that they're coming out with Batman and Justice League.
They're nailing it.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't understand why we can't why I mean we're talking about the same thing. Why can't we all be on the same page here?
I don't know what it is.
What are we doing wrong? Like you said, someone's fucking up. I don't know where or how.
I don't know what it is, but Warner Brothers just tends to just fuck off with any of the original content that we already have. Like we already have these fucking great stories that we can fucking use and all this stuff. I mean, they've already been written by people better than you.
Yes,
people who have created these characters better than you, and then they just fuck off with any of that content.
The best thing I can say is like they're trying to reinvent the wheel. It's like the fucking wheel's already done. Well, I understand we can modernize it. I'm not saying we have to be traditional fucking Old Testament. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we can modernize it. But I mean, listening to you guys, it's like, what are we doing? We had something that was a pretty good idea. We just completely jacked it up.
Yeah. We haven't even started talking about Star Wars yet, bro. But
don't get me started on Disney. Oh God. Oh Lord. I like how we all did something. I like how we all did something. I like it. What I like to say is I watched Star Wars before it was cool.
We all did.
Before it was on T-shirts, before anybody knew what the hell was going on. Like, what the hell is that? Nothing.
Well, you know what? So I watched this thing about Nightmare Before Christmas too. And Nightmare Before Christmas was apparently it was destined to be a flop. And so
Really?
Tim Burton was not the director of Nightmare Before Christmas, as much as a lot of people fucking assume. He was the creator of Jack, the creator of the universe. But he was off directing Batman Returns while they were working on Nightmare Before Christmas. And he would only show up as a producer and just yell at people for what was going on and things going wrong and stuff like that. But it was destined to be a flop. And the funny thing about Nightmare Before Christmas was he was already an animator at Disney, and he got fired for having his dark humor. And then when he was going around pitching to Warner Brothers after the success of Batman Returns or Batman, he was pitching Nightmare Before Christmas to like Warner Brothers and all these different places. No one wanted it. Disney said, "We'll take it. It won't be. We'll back you." And we'll take all these old drawings and stuff like that you already have. They're like, how about we hold on to this and we make a deal with you because we already have all your shit on file. And then and since it did flop, Disney didn't have wanted anything to do with it. Wow. Until distribution, sales, merchandising, and all that stuff. Now it's Walt Disney's Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas. But before that, it was not.
So you're saying in the VHS cover, it's not going to say Walt Disney.
Will not say Walt Disney.
Damn.
I took my.
Damn.
People probably can't hear me.
Wow.
No.
That's pretty awesome. But I mean, that's I don't know. Somewhere in DC, we got to start figuring it out, man. I think that's
hold on. Doug has a story.
All right.
Yes. Yeah, we don't got a video of me, but that's all right. When my kids were little, I took them to the world premiere of Nightmare Before Christmas. And they had all of the animation characters and stuff that were used in the film, and I got to let my children hang out and see that stuff, and it was fucking outstanding. And I loved that movie. It was beautiful. My most favorite movie of all time that I've ever seen in my whole life is The Big Fish by Tim Burton. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, what's your views on that one? Because I swear I cry every single goddamn time I see it.
Really? That's a cool movie. That's a really cool movie.
And that's enough for me.
That's it. And he's dead. That's a really cool movie, dude.
That was Doug's corner.
We should make that a segment. That's
Lord, Doug's corner, dude.
I was just in a corner, like
that dude. Just he's a master Jedi. He was equal to but not greater than Obi-Wan.
Yes. You got to tell them about my podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, they know about it.
Oh, we know.
I know. When are you guys going to be a guest on my podcast?
What are you guys gonna do?
When you guys will, fuck, that'd be fun. You guys should do What's Your Deal with Doug Gleason.
Yeah.
Well,
It'd be great.
you guys have my email address. I'm ready.
The big body Bugatti's got to talk a little bit more. That guy just sits there and nods.
I do.
He's your first guest.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very interesting.
There and nods. So big body.
That's funny.
What's up, big body?
I'm going to shut up. I'm so sorry if I fucked up.
You're good, man. You're good, man. That was fun.
I got nothing better to do.
That was good. That was Doug's corner.
I'm surprised you're home this early.
So are they going to talk about big fish?
No.
I have a cool fact about Big Fish.
Oh, you have a fact about Big Fish. Put your headphones on.
Yeah, for the longest time, you could visit the abandoned set in Alabama they just recently tore it down. But they just left it completely abandoned, the entire city that they filmed.
Which set? The set of the one with the witch and
like with the trees, where it's like you can see through the trees.
Yeah.
Like, and then you see like the houses, the church.
Yeah,
in Greenbow, Alabama.
Yeah, all of that was completely just left abandoned. You can just go and like walk through the sets.
Wow.
Yeah, super cool.
Well, there you go.
Movie.
There you go.
That's a pretty cool movie.
All right. So how about Mandalorian?
Oh, we've already talked about Mandalorian.
No, we're actually we're over 2 hours. We're getting ready to wrap up right now.
We're wrapping.
I want to thank first and foremost Rob. Thanks for coming in, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dude. Appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you want to come back on, it'd be cool. If you want, if you want to talk about whatever you want to do.
For sure, dude. I'll talk to Ryan and we could set up a day. But I definitely going to catch up on some of the movies you guys were talking about.
Absolutely.
Because for sure, dude, I find a lot of this stuff interesting, and I'm glad that I was able to like talk to you guys about it. I like learning about it. I find all of it interesting, man. It's good shit. It's entertainment. It's fun. It's better than what the hell else everybody is doing,
Thank you. I appreciate it. If you want, share it with anyone who you think might be interested. We're on YouTube, Facebook, etc. And thank you again for everyone that's been watching and listening, etc. If you are able to, go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment, especially on YouTube after the fact, because that actually promotes us in their algorithms, because algorithms are apparently what we have to bow down to nowadays. And so that would be a great help. I appreciate everyone. I love y'all. For Ricky C, aka Big Body Bugatti 420, and Ryan D, and Robert, and Doug in the corner, I'm Garrett Lee. And good night.
10, 9, 8. Fellas, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Really, I didn't know that, dude. That's a really cool